Yeah, I don't think I got it. I think I
Damn, dude,
missed it.
you took us by
That was
surprise with
you,
that.
Alex? Yeah, I thought that was Zach. We were having
No,
a
no.
full-blown conversation, and
Yeah.
then it just happened. I was like, did Zach just ghost this combo?
How rude.
I was trying to get the timing and I just still didn't get it. I was focusing so hard for about 30 seconds to get that
You're
perfect
not the
timing to come
Jedi
in.
you should be.
And then I failed. Or well, I was gonna say something about Rings of Power. What were we talking about? Oh, well, I was gonna say, what's up with the Galadriel? What's up with her acting?
Galadriel.
Galadriel, what's up with her acting?
What are people? I
No,
don't
like
have any problem
I've
with it,
had
but
since the
what is?
beginning. She
It's not
just
her acting, it's the way she's
I
written.
found well, yeah, well, that's a big problem too. But I've noticed like just the way she like says anything, it has the exact same demeanor all the time. There's nothing. There's no like diversity to her like her smirks. Anytime she's mad, well, actually, most of the time she's mad or upset or talking down to people, and then the moment she's given like a fleet, she's like happy, but like her demeanor still hasn't changed. Like nothing about her face like really moves a whole lot. And I've been watching it since the beginning. I was wondering if anyone else had this like same opinion because I feel like her acting is so wooden, dude. Like she's written terribly, sure, but like I feel like she's just so wooden, dude. It's insane.
I feel like she's got the unfortunate baggage in that the way they write her is like, oh, we're writing like like we're trying to write like Tolkien with like everything she says. It's like they're trying to be Tolkien-esque and they're not really doing it very well. So it's hard. I imagine I mean, Kat would know better than me on this, but I imagine it would be very hard to act. So like Harrison Ford once said, like, you can write this stuff, George, but we can't say it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess instead of just constantly telling it a new one, who in your opinion is like the best actor slash actress in Rings of Power? Since you guys are relatively
Um,
fans of it.
well, give me a second to think about that. My first instinct is to say Adar, but I want to make sure I'm not
he's good,
forgetting
yeah.
anybody.
I like Durin.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. I actually
Yes.
totally forgot there was dwarves for a second. I'm like I remember like I watched the first couple episodes and I was like, anything with Elrond and Durin was pretty good. There's a couple scenes that are not quite there, but in general, I like that, and I think that's it. I think that's the only part about the series that I've liked. Adar, I mean, was cool. Up until he started speaking, then I just didn't like him
Really?
very much. Yeah, to be honest with you.
All right.
Um,
Should we
I
get
mean,
into the game?
we
Or do you want to?
can.
I
But
just feel
what's up,
like,
everyone? How are you
yeah.
guys? What's
Yeah,
going
we've
on?
just been kind of rambling. Hello,
Yeah.
friends.
Charlie, Darth Weapon, John Cena. Can't see him. I guess we wait a few minutes for people to get
Yeah,
here, but
let's just chat for a bit. How are you guys all doing? Wait, John Cena? Whoa.
I'm John Cena. Anyone know that Vine with the kid with the recorders?
We just don't have that meme, unfortunately.
No.
But like, aside from Rings, though, like in comparison to House of the Dragon, you all guys obviously think House of the Dragon's a better show.
Oh yeah, House of the Dragon is superior.
Like
Yeah.
by
I
a
say
lot.
that fully loving Rings of Power, but House of the Dragon is just compared to all three shows of Andor, House of Dragon, Rings of Power. I'd still vote for House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go House Andor Rings.
I agree.
I think Andor is probably going to be up there, but it's just the writing and like the acting, and even though they change actors every 10 minutes, it still works. Like I really have been enjoying the show.
Like you're referring to the
Freaking
fact that they jump from plot point to plot point, like
No,
different...
like they cast new characters. I was making a joke.
Oh,
right?
House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah. No, literally, I can't. I'm on the verge of like. I think they said though that was
this
the
is
final
it.
cast
Yeah,
change,
this
right?
should be it.
No,
Andor's gonna have Game of Thrones
never.
style. Well, based off of how they handled like a relatively promiscuous scene in Andor, and then they just cut it. I don't think we're gonna get Game of Thrones style gratuitous
Something tells
nudity.
me no.
Something tells me we're not gonna get that. I don't know. See, I'm a fan of adult themes, but I don't know if it works in Star Wars like that. You know, in Game of
No,
Thrones, it works
because
perfectly. Like,
yes,
it's just part of like the crazy realm that they live in, and just
yeah,
the boundless, um, what is it like? Just whatever the word is for just being rich. I'm exhausted. Um, but it's just like, it's emblematic of power, and you need to show that what the powerful do, what they did in the medieval times, all that jazz. And I think Game of Thrones and George R. R. Martin do that very
But
well.
I think though I can watch that and feel like, yes, this is perfectly fine and
Yeah.
applicable to Game of Thrones, versus if that were to ever be integrated into Star Wars, I would just be like, there's 7-year-old fans who want to watch Star Wars, and like because it was presented as a family-friendly, franchise. Game of Thrones from the start is like, don't watch this if you're under a certain age. So it's like, I don't know, if that were to trickle into a fandom that contains children, I would be like, oh,
Surprise sex ed class
Yeah.
from a
Like, I don't
galaxy
think
far, far away.
I don't think we'll have Andor with a crossbow shooting women up on a bedpost. So
throwback.
I don't think we're gonna get that, unfortunately. As much as I want to see that in Star Wars, he can
Yeah.
keep his tongue. Which,
That
by the
whole
way,
scene was so good.
yeah, I never liked that guy to begin with. But do you remember like the backlash in the very beginning? Like, why are the Valerians black and all that? I think now, like
Yeah.
looking back, I think it's so good. I think it works perfectly. You
Dude,
guys, what do
I
you guys
never
think?
I always thought that they looked so freaking cool with like the white
Yeah, they
dreads.
look
Like
sick.
it looks so cool.
Yeah.
And I hope Corlys isn't dead. Like I really hope he was like
I
my
know.
favorite.
Have you
He's gonna come
read Fire
back.
and Blood?
I just don't remember anything, so I'm kind of content to leave it.
It's
like
all
that.
just one book.
Yeah, but like this specific story is only like a part of the book. It's like the
30
whole
pages
history of the
worth.
Targaryens.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes. How big is the book?
It is. I have it right here. Let me grab it.
Oh, exciting. Because I'm like this close to reading it
2,000
just to know what
pages.
happens.
It's pretty beefy. It's
Ooh.
like
Is it like Aragon beefy? Or I mean Eldest beefy? Or is it
Aragon.
like
it's bigger. It's like 700 pages.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty big. But
Wait.
there are like pictures and stuff in it, like
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
But it's
Illustrations.
mostly words. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I kind of can't take not knowing. And it's tougher because Game of Thrones is a fandom where a lot of fans do have the knowledge of what happens. And I've already seen like spoilers online, which is kind of fine because it puts my mind at ease a little bit. But I'm like this close to being like, for the 2-year hiatus that there will be inevitably between
know.
now and season 2, I'm like, that's plenty of time that I can brush up on what happens. So.
Do you think Star Wars could ever do something like that?
Like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, well, like what House of Dragon's doing with just jumping timelines like that and recasting.
Oh.
yeah, Charlie, I would do it. I remember liking it more than I thought I would because I was skeptical that it would, because it's kind of framed, it's written as like a kind of a history book based off of accounts of like the maesters over the years. So I was worried that it would read like a history book, but it's actually quite good. I'd recommend it. Shall we get into the game now, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get into the game, or we can keep talking about Andor and TV shows.
I want to get into the game.
Okay, it's
We're making an executive decision here.
We need to
we've gotta
redeem
win.
ourselves.
well, we can
We-
win if I don't see Fulcrum. Usually, when they have Fulcrum, he's OP, and we always.
True. But they have
lose.
John Cena tonight. They brought the
know.
big guns.
I know.
Isn't he retired from wrestling though?
Is this a wrestling
True,
match?
he's moved. He's
Charlie's ready to take
segued
the
into his acting career. I say
right,
we research John Cena as our first move.
we could recruit him. I'm gonna play the rules video. It's like a minute long. For those of you who don't know how to play, so
Charlie's ready to take Naboo. Oh gosh.
Psh, everyone
Let's-
knows how to play.
I mean, we can skip it if you want.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally.
You're the
kidding.
one who told me to do
I'm
it. so-
I'm totally
No,
kidding,
let's do
dude.
it.
I
Let's
was
do
making a
it.
joke. Go ahead, play it.
Galactic Conquest is an interactive game where you, chat, will face off against us, the Ewoks, in an attempt to conquer the galaxy. Each team will try to claim as many planets as possible, either by way of force or through diplomatic methods, with each one counting as 1 point. The first team to 7 points wins. Each team will begin with an army of 20,000 soldiers. The other way to score points is by researching or recruiting. For example, you can research the Death Star, or you could research the Ring of Power, or Bubblegum. As for recruiting, you can recruit any character in anything. Each successful attempt will grant you 1 point. You can also then use these resources to help you gain others or to conquer additional planets. We will be using Novel AI, an AI story generator. Essentially, we will announce our intent to do an action, and then the AI will decide whether or not the action is successful by generating 5 segments of a story. A maximum of 2 points can be earned or lost per turn. If by the time the hour is up, neither side has reached 7 points, the winner will instead be whoever has the most points. That should at least give you some minute understanding of how this game is played. Good luck, chat. You'll need it.
I think we need it.
Yeah,
Zach, you should have freaking wished us luck.
That hasn't aged very well. Okay,
dude, it's so tough to be losing at your own game, but whatever, it's all good.
Our own creation.
Chat's just OP.
True that. Okay, so once again, this is the board. 6 planets. We will try to take as many as we can. And I think we go first this time because chat went first last time. So do you guys want to recruit John Cena? Do you want to research Axe Oil? Do you want to do something new?
Let's see. We should do something new. We need to change it
up. What
up.
the heck were attacking? We tried changing it up last week, and that just came to bite us in the butt too.
Well, we went aggression. Maybe we should go
diplomacy
in between and just recruit.
I think we need to recruit a diplomat,
Yeah,
someone who can negotiate for us. What's up, Jarn?
Should we recruit Littlefinger? He's a good negotiator.
Oh, I like that. I think we should.
Okay.
Please.
Littlefinger it is.
Right.
I almost said Otto, but Littlefinger's way better.
I mean, true. Who knows? Otto could work his way.
All right. So we're gonna go after Littlefinger. We changed our name to EEP because we felt like too often the Novel AI program was mixing up Ewoks with Ewoks. So our empire's name
Ewok
is
Empire.
EEP. So the EEP travels to Kings. Is it like King's apostrophe or Kings as in? I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. King's Landing to treat with Peter Baelish, aka
Littlefinger.
They want him to join their as the lead diplomat, not diplomat. Diplomat.
Doppelganger.
The 2 sides meet in the council chambers and present their the EP meets with him in the council chambers and presents their argument.
Come on,
all right.
May I work with us?
This is where it all changes, boys and ladies.
This is our first turn, and send.
Please work. Oh no.
It's been a little slow tonight. Even when I was testing it, it was being a little slow.
It can't handle our rebrand.
Turn off tips. Okay, he refuses them. God damn it. While he's talking, Sansa Stark enters and begins to speak to him. She tells him about how she was raped at the Eyrie. She asks if her father could help her get justice, but he says no. This isn't looking well for us.
No. Oh my god.
Why is it going so slow?
You tragic music because we're already in the gutter.
So sad.
We're already in the tank.
We just keep losing, dude.
He wants her to stop accusing people of crimes they didn't commit and instead focus on his work for the EEP. After this, Arya leaves. Interesting. She heads back to Winterfell, where she finds Jon Snow outside of the door.
The door to Winterfell.
I don't know why it's being so slow. It's never been this slow before.
Does this mean though it said her father works for the EEP? Do we have Ned Stark?
She tells him about her conversation with Tyrion. John agrees that Sansa should go to King's Landing and find out what happened to her mother. I don't think we got it, guys. I think it's too off track now.
We can't. Do we want to spend our redirect or no?
We could spend our redirect right here, but because there's already a solid, he refuses them.
It'd be funny if he just says he blatantly denies them after we redirect to see.
All right, we'll use our redirect.
We need to start strong.
They beg for mercy. I don't know. What do we have to offer him something? They offer him the key to the king. I don't know.
We don't have anything to offer him. We're empty-handed right now.
Eternal friendship. What is not tangible that we can offer?
What is going on? Okay. However, he reveals a secret plan they've been working on. I've assembled a fleet of starships at my flagship, the Dreadnought. We will attack King's Landing with the full might of our armed forces.
Okay. I like where this is going.
I don't know why it's... Let me see if there's some settings that's going on here.
That escalated, says Charlie.
Could it be a CPU thing or something? I don't know.
It's never done it before, so I don't think so. Everything should be the same as last week. Okay, Peter's sister Cersei appears. Okay, they're brother and sister now. And tells them not to do anything rash until she has a chance to speak with him. She admits her part in his father's death and asks for his forgiveness. He doesn't forgive her, but instead threatens to kill her if she does nothing about the impending invasion.
So Cersei's getting involved.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, and we have to wait like a minute and a half for some reason.
Exactly. A minute and a half.
When the EEP returns home, they find out that Peter has launched an assault on King's Landing. His fleet destroys a large chunk of their ships before fleeing back into space. There's word he plans to return soon with reinforcements. So Peter Baelish has a freaking Star Destroyer. We don't have anything, though. I think this is our last one.
No.
2, 3. No, we have 2 more. The Chat Empire is led by Grand Emperor Ramin Jahan. They are the dominant force in the galaxy and seek to control all of it.
Oh my god, dude.
So they have an emperor now, Ramin Jahan. Unlike the EP, they don't use military might against other governments. Jesus. We can't do anything right.
I'm effing done with this.
We can't.
This is rigged against us.
What is the... What the... Oh!
It always just goes, Chat is better than you in every way. So
And
just
by
stop.
the way,
Instead, they simply crush them underfoot, leaving no trace. They're interested in taking over the galaxy, but only so long as they don't have to fight anyone. So they're pacifists. Ramin decides that the time has come to confront the EEP. Okay, so they get Ramin Jahan. So we're gonna... We fail. We did nothing with our turn.
oh Lord, give me strength.
Well, I'm
And
sad.
they get Ramin Jahan.
You can always offer sex, drugs, and money. That always works. Exactly, Nick. We weren't quick enough though.
All right, chat, it's your turn. Throw your ideas in the chat, and then we'll get a poll going. And you guys
You
can
don't
vote
have
on
to
what's the
try
idea.
hard to defeat us, clearly, because
Yeah,
the freaking
'cause,
AI.
like on our own turn, we just always lose. So
There's nothing we can do right.
Seriously. I'm gonna try to reboot Novel AI, so hopefully it goes faster next time. But keep those ideas in the chat.
your turn, chat. What are you guys gonna do? Recruit Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You can do that.
Oh, shnikes.
Is Naboo good?
Like
they don't even have to think about what they want to do because they're gonna get it anyway. So just like, I don't know, let's just do that. And then it's just gonna be like, Chat is like the most dominant force in the galaxy, and it defeats EEP without any problem.
Alice did request that. She's not here right now, but she did leave a message in chat. She wants to marry the ghost of Kaban again.
Oh, she made a request.
So I think we'll throw that in there.
Who remembers Kaban? He
Marry the ghost of Jedi Master.
the useless axe oil just blew him up, I guess.
Oh my god.
Recruit Babu Frick.
Recruit Morgoth.
Oh,
Recruit
Holy
Babu.
shnikes.
ooh.
All right, let's
Oh my
do Babu.
god. Y'all are coming out with the ideas tonight.
All right, poll is live. Vote for your move. The Morgoth one is good. I like Weapon. Be sure to throw that in the next poll. We unfortunately had too many already. Okay, go ahead and vote, everybody. You've got Diplomacy for Coruscant, Recruit Obi-Wan, Marry the Ghost of Kavan, Recruit Babu Frick.
Babu.
Hey, hey!
I keep forgetting we're gonna see him in this show.
I hope it's actually him.
Not just a cousin of
He's
Bob.
like, no, I'm just a cousin. If his
All right,
last
we'll
name's
keep
Frick, that'd be
the
cool though.
poll open a bit longer, but it's looking like Obi-Wan is gonna win.
Oh,
I'm going with
Lord
Tatooine
help
because
us.
everything comes back to that planet. Fair logic.
Amen to that.
I don't know if that means it's going to do anything, but we'll see.
Oh, by
Actually,
the
who am I
way,
kidding?
I added some soundboard stuff for like the results of our turn. So what did we just try to do? We tried to get Peter Baelish. So
Oh, nice.
we would get slapped with wait, why isn't it playing?
Recruiting failed. They're just not that into you.
Yeah, we failed.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Oh my god.
Successful recruit.
So it looks like they're gonna try to recruit Obi-Wan
You have
Kenobi.
captured a command post. That would be a really
You have
funny.
captured a command post.
Uh,
Share screen. We're going to chat versus the EVP. So chat sends their best diplomats to ask Obi-Wan Kenobi to join them. They meet with him in the Jedi Council chambers. All right, here we go. Pat sends their best diplomats to ask Obi-Wan Kenobi to join them. They meet with him in the Jedi Council chambers. Doesn't look like it's going any faster than last time. Obi-Wan, I am not interested in joining the Galactic Empire. Diplomat, the Empire will use force if you do not join us willingly. Obi-Wan, force. Why would I want to be ruled by people who kill without hesitation or thought for the future? You tell him, Obi-Wan. You freaking tell him.
Yeah, please, Obi-Wan, your only hope.
what?
Obi-Wan, join EEP. Diplomat, you might like it once you get used to it. Obi-Wan, no thank you. Diplomat, we'll send our best warrior to your world to persuade you otherwise. Obi-Wan, fine.
Fine.
Okay, so he's open to future convincing.
Oh god, this music is intense. Ah!
Send him and watch me take his head off. And so on. When the diplomat asks what he'd do if he were told to kill someone, Obi-Wan replies, I would have no choice but to try, as per his Jedi philosophy. See episode 4. I think this is their 4th spin. Is that right?
I think you're right.
This is a pretty standard Jedi mind trick, but one that doesn't work because the diplomat isn't really thinking about the situation at hand. He's just trying to sound convincing. So Obi-Wan has already won before he starts speaking. This is your last roll, chat. It's not looking good for you guys.
We need this. Come on,
We need
AI.
this so bad.
In A New Hope, Obi-Wan tells Luke Skywalker how to use the Force. He says, use the Force, Luke. Feel it. Become one with it. Okay, so we'll give them their redirect. Right here is where it lost track. So last chance, chat. Come on, novel. Do us a solid. It'd be great if they could just give us something for once. But wait, what if the diplomat actually was thinking about killing Obi-Wan? He could then go back to superiors and say something like, we couldn't convince him. It would be true since he did talk to him, but it wouldn't matter to the EEP, which is looking for an excuse to... All right, chat. You didn't do it. You did not get Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, which means you also get slapped with... I don't know why it's so quiet.
Because the music is loud. So you should turn up the...
Oh, I see.
Recruiting failed. They're just not that into you.
All right. An unsuccessful turn, but chat, fear not, you still have the lead because
Woo!
of course you do.
Your emperor.
So chat still has Ramen Jahan. We still have nothing. So it is our turn. What do you guys want to do
I
this
think
time?
we should get our own emperor.
Who should
I
be
want-
our
Who's
emperor?
another emperor?
I want.
Emperor's New Groove.
I want.
That's what I was thinking too.
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm good with getting Cusco.
Recruiting Cusco.
Yeah, let's recruit Emperor
Okay.
Cusco.
Just try it. Why not?
All right. We're going for Cusco.
In an effort to find a new groove.
I would put that, but I don't want it to like get too deep into the.
He's like, whoa,
All right.
this is exciting. Oh, it's actually a
The
match now.
EP
Whew.
wants an emperor for their own. So they send their top diplomats to the home of Emperor Cusco. They bring him gifts and request that he join them as their new emperor.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
The EEP wants an emperor for their own, so they send their top diplomats to the home of Emperor Cusco. They bring him gifts and request that he join them as their new emperor.
Please.
We really
Here we
need.
go.
We just throw us a bone. We
Give
really
us
need
like
something.
2.
Please.
The suspense makes it even worse.
No.
But his wife, Mama Odeva, will not allow this. Oh my God. She takes her husband's crown away from him and refuses to let anyone else rule in his place. This sends the EEP into a rage, and they attack Machu Picchu with their fleet of warships. Oh my God. We're going on the offensive.
We're gonna lose all our warships.
Yeah.
God.
We're
We didn't ask for this.
We just wanted Cusco. Mama Odeba has been hiding inside the palace while the EEP was invading, but now she emerges and demands that her husband be returned to his throne. The EEP leader agrees with the condition only if Mama Odeba does something for them. She must take control of the starship that carries the EEP. This is our third role. We need a point. Like, I don't care if we don't get Cusco. We just need something.
Give us
anything.
axe oil for the love of God.
That carries the EEP's emissaries back to their homeworld, which she has been forbidden to do. She agrees, but then tries to trick the EEP leaders. She uses a spell that makes herself invisible and enters the ship alone. This is 4.
We're gonna lose our ship. We're gonna lose everything.
Oh God. There, she finds a secret compartment that contains a bomb. She fuses it to the ship's engines and sets off the explosion. The EEP leaders are killed instantly, and Mama Odeba returns to Machu Picchu. All right, this is number 5.
We've lost everything.
Did we really lose anything? Because we never had anything.
We lost our only leaders.
Meanwhile, a squadron of fighter jets arrive at the city and take out the EEP ships. Machu Picchu is safe once again. Okay.
Well,
Oh God, dude.
This is rigged. This is rigged.
Chat, how do you do it? I'm asking for a friend.
dude,
I'm failed. They're
I'm
just
not
not that into you.
I'm just not a fan of chat just always winning all the time. They're ahead right now. It's 1-0, right?
It's kind of offensive. Yeah. All right, chat.
But bro, Andor's still going. Yeah.
We still got 7 more weeks.
All right, chat.
Oh yeah, it's 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Chat, what do you want to do? Recruit.
Okay, they want to
Mandalorian-
recruit Darth.
Are we bringing back weapons Morgoth? Oh,
Yeah,
never
we'll
mind.
do
back to the
Morgoth.
planets.
Recruit Morgoth.
Come on.
Recruit.
Zach, go back to
Vader.
the planets.
Hang on.
They're gonna get
Didn't
more
someone say
goths.
Rick Sanchez?
Yeah, somebody did. I
Did
think that was
they?
John Cena.
Recruit Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, Rick Sanchez, Vader. Yeah. Okay.
Recruit Kabayoth. I don't know who that is. We'll throw it in there since it was. All right, so you've got 4 choices. All recruits. You guys are really into the recruiting thing.
They know how
Recruit
to play the
Morgoth.
game.
Recruit Vader. Recruit Rick Sanchez. Recruit Kabayoth. I don't know how you pronounce that. Go ahead and vote, chat. Vote for what you want to do. People can't comprehend Rick Sanchez's power. I mean, yeah, it's a good move. Like,
Dude, Zach, when you made that video, Emperor versus Rick, like the comment section was interesting.
yeah, it's an interesting battle.
Because like I don't even know like where the men would go with that kind of battle. Like you could just go anywhere. So it's like, okay.
Dude, I'd love to see it. All right, it's looking like Vader's got it. So in the interest of time, we're ending the poll. Vader's got it. You're going to try to recruit Vader, which hasn't been
Okay.
done
Thank
before.
Yeah, no one's done like we did Anakin once, right? And that failed
Yeah,
miserably.
That ended miserably.
We tried to recruit.
And that resulted in Padme cheating on him or something. That was actually really interesting.
Yeah, our
That-
mercenary freaking went so
Pat goes to
wrong.
Mustafar and meets with Darth Vader in his castle. They present their argument for why he should join them in the war against the EEP. All right. Chat goes to Mustafar, meets with Darth Vader in his castle. They present their argument for why he should join them in the war against the EEP. The score is currently chat 1, the EEP 0.
Come on.
Watch us all die and get choked. We can only hope, Nick. We can only hope.
Darth Vader says it's too soon to fight as they don't know who will win or even if there will be a winner. The two go back and forth until they reach an agreement. If either side wins, the other must pay a large sum of money. I don't know what to make of this.
Not yet.
Did they just like buy Darth Vader?
Shoot.
Where are you guys getting these loans from?
Yeah, back on Coruscant, the EEP has captured a Jedi named Aayla Secura. She asks for help from the Senate, but Senator Palpatine tells her she has no chance. She then contacts Obi-Wan Kenobi and explains that everything that has happened. I think chat
Is it going off?
Yeah, I think they should use their redirect here. Chat,
It might be spiraling.
do you want to use your redirect or do you want to keep this going?
Sex,
Like,
drugs, and money does wonders. Yeah, guys, up to you guys, chat. Do you guys want to redirect or want to keep it going and hope that you come out on top?
I think there's an argument to be made that you got Vader.
Not yet.
But it's also up to interpretation, which
Okay.
which means that we shouldn't.
Mandalorian Jedi wants to use the redirect.
Okay.
All right, you've spoken.
So I'll redirect from the beginning because this...
We
I
were
don't
getting
know.
Ayla for a second there, and then it just kind of was like.
Actually, we'll go right here since it did address the whole prompt. Okay. We're redirecting. Sorry, John Cena.
Weren't fast enough, John Cena.
They say their goodbyes and leave. On the way out, they meet up with the Tusken Raiders, who have been following them around since they left Tatooine. The EEP has captured Han Solo and Leia Organa and is trying to force them to reveal information about the Death Star plans. It looks like it got lost again.
No. Let's
It's
see
like
where it takes
obsessed with us. I shouldn't have thrown the whole EEP thing in. That's on me. A few days later, Han and Leia escape from captivity and meet up with Luke Skywalker. Together, they head toward the forest where they believe the Death Star plans are being kept. Okay, I think it's lost its way, but we can keep going.
Let's just see what happens.
Gambling hard.
Dude.
This stream is meant only for gambling addicts.
Yeah, crippling gambling addictions. He finds some supplies in the wreckage and manages to make it to the shoreline of the lake. There he discovers R2-D2 floating face down in the water and pulls him out. As Luke watches, R2 begins repairing himself. Last one, chat. I don't think conclusively you got Vader, and then it's kind of gone off the rails here. So it's a bit of a slow start. It's been a defensive battle. Luke struggles through the swamp to get to the lake, but falls down a hole and lands in a cave. He finds Leia unconscious at the bottom of a deep pit and drags her out. She awakens and tells Luke what happened. So you didn't get it, chat. I think we can agree you did not get Darth Vader. You placed some kind of bet with him on the war, where like he'll pay you money if you guys win. But it doesn't seem like he agreed to join you.
Yeah.
Somehow he saw your credit score and was like, you know what, we can do this. And then he just ditched you at the last minute. So unreliable Vader is. That's what I would say.
Yeah, he's a bit flaky.
You got punked.
All right.
I told you we needed Rick Sanchez.
Who is I need to
From Rick and Morty.
Oh, I don't watch Rick and Morty, so that explains it.
Cat, no.
Cat. Oh,
I like how you just said chat. Chat, no.
Okay, I know who this character is.
Character.
I just didn't know his last name was Sanchez.
All right, I think we need to try to go over a planet. This recruiting thing isn't working out for us.
What have we tried every tactic?
I mean, so there was a line in there where it says we lost our ships. Like, is each time that happens, is it like minus, like, I don't know, like 5,000 or something? Is that what we should just do? Anytime it mentions we lose.
It can be. So we'd have an army of 15K.
Yeah, instead of 20. Yeah, I think we can do that every time it mentions like losing a battle of some sort. You just lose like 5,000 or whatever.
We got decimated.
Let's go for something we haven't tried to catch. I think nobody's tried to go for Tatooine, Hoth, or Dagobah.
Yeah, let's go for Tatooine. No, let's just go for Dagobah so we can have a secret base and shit. Let's just do it.
Kat, do you agree?
We need a garrison.
There's nobody currently there that would be problematic with us, so let's see what happens. Except for Yoda.
The EP sends their army of 15,000 soldiers.
Mark Sanchez.
Oh.
To the swamp planet of Dagobah.
I don't know. That guy just makes me laugh.
In order to conquer it. Their ships descend on the planet and begin blasting.
I hope Yoda will prevent this.
Yoda's just there.
Take my planet, you will not.
Yoda on a chair.
All right. Here we go.
Let's see.
Come on.
The EEP sends their army of 15,000 soldiers to the swamp planet of Dagobah in order to conquer it. Their ships descend upon the planet and begin blasting. Come on. Come on. We just need 1 point to tie this thing up. We just need 1 point to tie this thing up. Come on. Luke Skywalker has been summoned to Dagobah from his homeworld of Tatooine. He arrives on the swamp planet just as the EEP begins its attack and defeats them with the help of 2 Jedi Knights, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda.
Oh!
Yeah, that's not great. That's not.
Was he on a chair though?
However, the battle between EEP and Chat was not the only battle in Dagobah during this time. The small village of Mos Eisley had become a thriving center for smugglers and criminals. In this world known as the Backwater, Luke Skywalker meets a mysterious man named Jabba, who is... What is going on? I think we could use our redirect if we don't like what happens next. Who is the ruler of Mos Eisley? Jabba offers him protection in exchange for favors called debts. In return, Jabba gives Luke his first lightsaber, a weapon he uses to defeat the EP's forces. However, after the battle, Jabba asks Luke to repay his debt by fighting the bounty hunters Boba Fett. Do you want to use our redirect and hope that some bullshit happens?
We get 2? I don't remember.
We get one per turn.
Oh.
Each turn you get one? It's not just one in general?
Yeah, you get because it went off the rails here, but
okay. So one each turn. Gotcha.
Sure.
All right, redirect from here. So far it looks like we lost, but we're throwing up a Hail Mary here.
Come on, Tom Brady.
Oh, I love how we just lose immediately. There are only 4 planets left for the EP to conquer. The EP then prepares for the final assault against the other 3 worlds, Alderaan, Naboo, and Coruscant.
Oh my god.
And then it goes back to Luke. A new enemy appears before Luke and his allies.
Oh god.
Why does this keep happening?
Imagine it just gives us 3 planets.
That would be sweet. Come on,
It's
keep
the
going.
First Order led by Supreme Leader Snoke. The First Order now commands 10,000 TIE fighters and 5,000 X-Wings. They send their fleet of 500 Star Destroyers to the other planets, including Alderaan. Jesus.
Holy shit.
This is 4. I just want to score a point. Yoda offers to guide them to the hidden Jedi temple, but first they must defeat the EP on Alderaan. The EP destroys most of the planet's surface, but eventually retreats when the troops run out of ammunition.
I mean, that's fair enough.
We can't even take a planet that doesn't exist within the game. We are pathetic.
I mean, we lost 5,000 troops earlier, so
God.
Resistance has started the remaining ion cannons to defend themselves. Rey discovers an ancient map that details how to destroy the First Order's fleet. She uses this launch as a massive barrage of ion cannon fire. Okay, we didn't get it. We failed. We still have not scored a point. Chat, you're up again. Throw what you want to do in the poll.
Rick, Stewie, Legend Luke, Goku, Joe Biden. Murkua? Who's that?
Oh, that's the special tea that Charlie drinks. Gives him like superpowers.
Okay, so Murkua, 501st, and it's Rick, Stewie.
Rick Sanchez.
Okay, so recruit 501st. Research
Marakua. And
Marakua.
Recruit Stewie.
You guys are really into the recruiting. It freaking
seems to
works
work
for them.
I think they're all hanging out together in Discord or something and plotting against us. That's the only explanation.
Looks like Recruit Star Killer is the 4th one.
By the way, we should have a Discord. I just thought of that.
We should.
We should start a Discord. That would probably make it easier.
Poll's live, everybody. Poll is live. You guys are up 1-0, of course. You have Emperor Ramen Jahan. And we have nothing.
Ramen noodles.
He makes the best noodles. All right, so it's 33, 33, 33 for 501st, Murakua, and Stewie.
I feel like we should just do something fucking stupid on our next turn and see if it does something cool.
I think we should. We need to just stop being tactical and just like send it.
At this point, what do we have to lose?
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, it's still on a 3-way tie. The tie must be broken. It is still on a 3-way tie. 29, 29, 29,
break
14.
the tie. Break the tie, someone.
Come on,
This
chat.
is your turn.
Try something new. Dun 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 dun.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. We should recruit.
Poe would be sick.
We should steal that idea.
Cena.
I think maybe we should go for just the good old Axe Oil.
True.
Or we
Back
could.
to our roots.
Okay, Recruit 501st has pulled ahead. We're gonna end it there. So Recruit 501st is the turn.
Nikes. They're gonna get it too. Just
Probably.
watch.
Probably.
The 501st blows up their entire fleet in a devastating blowback. They lose everything they've ever owned.
I guess it would be more of a research, the 501st.
Wouldn't it? How would?
Because
they already exist, though.
You could do it from 2 ways, but like I don't know how you would like.
Should we ask them? Should we ask them if they want to research a cloning facility or actually have the 501st?
Chet, Chet, do you want to clone the 501st or do you want to recruit the existing 501st? This matters because I feel like one of the things would be better for you. But I'm not going to tell you what because I don't want you to win.
Because the point here is for us to win. I'm out of focus again.
chat, we need an answer. The 501st will destroy the current EEP council facility. All right, we're just gonna go with they're recruiting him because that's what it said.
They're
Get cloning
saying get the
facility.
cloning facility.
Okay, that's fine.
the
All right,
decision.
chat, build the cloning facility. It won't count as an extra point. But you'll just build a cloning facility and attempts to research. If I could fucking spell research.
Episode already dropped.
At 46. Chat builds a clone attempts to research the 501st clone army. They task their best scientists with the development, I cannot type tonight, of this new clone army. All right, chat, here we go. Chat builds a cloning facility and attempts to research the 501st clone army. They task their best scientists with the development of this new clone army. Let's see if you get it, chat. We really need you to not. The clone factory is located on the planet Corellia, which is a world inhabited by humans. After many years of work, they have succeeded in creating an army of clones, but something went horribly wrong. The clones are now sentient beings who go on a rampage throughout the galaxy. It feels like you created them, but then lost control of them. So I don't think that they have them.
Now we just need them to blow everything up.
Yeah, we need them to like join us.
We need them to like take their emperor.
This is where it's going into like the whole video game mode. So I'm gonna redirect it for them. I think we try to squeeze in one more turn for ourselves, see if we can get a Hail Mary and then call it. You guys agree?
Sure.
Okay. Somehow these rogue clones were able to escape the EEP cloning facility. That wasn't us, man, and run rampant across the galaxy. A group of rebels called the Rebel Alliance takes control of the cloning facility and attempt to destroy it. Unfortunately, there's still enough genetic material left from the failed experiment for the EEP to create a second. Chat, you may have screwed up here. You may have given us a clone army.
Please, 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 please.
To create a second wave of clones, as well for them to alter the DNA of the original clone army. The EP now has an even larger army than before. Their numbers are so great that the battle between Chat and the 501st becomes one of attrition. This is for... I guess the 501st is ours.
Let's go!
Unless we lose them all right now. The 501st fights bravely...
Oh my god, dude.
The 501st fights bravely, but eventually they succumb to the superior number of Chat's forces. So Chat doesn't get their army, but they killed the 501st with their original
Which is
army.
something that we had.
Unbelievable.
We had one, and then we lost one.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm
right
hashtag done with this effing AI.
Oh my
I'm done with this robot machine.
All we had to do was survive one more
Then it
roll.
would have been a tie.
It would have been a tie. Okay, let's hurry up. So we want to go for Axe Oil?
Just send it. Why not?
Just do Death Star and see if it blows something up.
All right. The EP begins construction on what they hope will be the ultimate weapon. They attempt to build the mighty Death Star. All right, here we go. Cue the music.
For the win. Or
The
tie.
EEP, for the win or tie. The EEP begins construction on what they hope will be the ultimate weapon. They attempt to build the mighty Death Star. Come on.
Okay. I think we got this.
My heart is pounding.
Please. The Empire, however, builds its own super weapon, the super laser. It too is built in secret and given the same designation as the Death Star's weapon system. While the EP is yet to complete the Death Star, their super laser is operational. Whose super laser? Is it the Empire's or ours? Oh, come on. We just need a point. A tie is not a loss. The two super weapons are located in opposite quarters of the galaxy. Both governments have lost many ships attempting to destroy the other's power source. They continue to plot and scheme, with each side trying to take advantage of the other's weaknesses. Turn off tips. Come on. On a remote moon in the Outer Rim territory sits a hidden fortress where an ancient weapon was stored for millennia. A group of rebels who call themselves the New Republic. I think we redirect.
Okay, redirect it. Go,
Yep.
go, 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 go,
Redirecting.
go.
Let's see here. All right, redirect. Come on. Tensions between the two governments reach a boiling point. Both sides begin to assemble fleets for war. After a long battle, both powers suffer heavy losses. The EP pulls back from the brink of defeat and retreats to a more defensible position. Why do we always lose? Like, we can't win anything.
Is there something with the letter E that just is always... you
We
fail?
might need a
It is.
complete rebrand.
Their fleet is no longer mobile enough to be effective against the Empire's superior forces. The EP finds itself at an impasse. Its ships are not mobile enough to keep up with the Imperial fleet, but if it moves backwards, it loses its advantage.
Ugh.
We just wanted to build a Death Star. Like,
Why do we
The em-
always end up in like world wars?
we end up fighting other people who aren't chat. How does it end in this stalemate? The EP has a brilliant plan. They've been building a series of orbital fortresses around the galaxy. These massive structures are capable of launching thousands of smaller vessels into space. If the Empire attacks one of these stations, the rest of them will swoop down and destroy their target. This sounds promising.
Come on, come on, come
This
on,
series
come on,
of
come
orbital
on.
fortresses,
I like
as long as they're not
fortress.
destroyed, that's a point for us.
next move. All the fortresses are. Oh,
But how do you defend yourself when your enemy knows exactly where to hit? Well, your enemies don't know everything. In fact, they probably couldn't find the location of every station in the first place, and that's just what the EP decides to use against them. So one more.
so
it's-
actually,
It's 1-1 right now. Unless we lose something, it's gonna end in a tie, which is not a loss.
Please, for the love of God.
I've never wanted a tie more.
Never wanted to not lose more.
We're not playing to win. We're playing to not
We're
lose.
playing to
Oh
not
my
lose.
God.
Come on. Do something. I hope it works better next week.
it's
I don't...
calculating how badly it wants to burn us.
It's like, should we give this one to him?
Each station has multiple levels. The top level is filled with equipment and supplies. The lower levels are inhabited by workers who maintain the structure. As the Empire launches its attack, the EP sends the workers from each station home for the day. That's 5. We get the
Thank
orbital
God.
fortresses.
We
So-
made it.
We did not lose.
It is 0, 1, 3.
0-0-0-1.
Gosh.
So we get orbital
Oh,
fortresses. And that's a tie, ladies and gentlemen.
alrighty. Thank God.
That is a
Alrighty, well,
tie.
we are now going to go into the episode.
We've
and
got
I
an
still
episode to
haven't-
watch.
I
Yeah.
still haven't set it up on my thing, so I'm just gonna go watch it and I'll be back.
Thanks for hanging out, friends.
Are you coming back, Kat, at the end to talk a little bit? Or are you done?
I might not go on
Okay.
without me. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Have
All right,
fun,
I'll
everybody.
be back after the episode cycle.
All right, dude.
Bye, friends.
All right. See you, Cat. All right, chat. Get the stopwatch going. Finally did not lose. We didn't win. We're still looking for our first win. I have to stop this. Share that. And then get the episode up, and then I'll start watching it. Someone said it was the longest episode yet, which is cool. First time you don't win. Yeah, thank God, Jar, because we were on our last wit. It's called The Eye. Is this a crossover with The Rings of Power. Okay, skipping the intro, and I'm skipping the recap. I'm watching the intro. So that is how we're gonna cue this up. All right, everybody, enjoy the episode. You can do that next time, John Cena. Tune in next time. See if you guys can win. Oh, yes, this is a pretty long episode. That's one thing I like about the series, is just the run times. I hate that about The Mandalorian, how we'll get like 25-minute episodes. It drives me crazy. Nice hat, Cassian. Very cool. This kid is gonna die, man. 100% guaranteed. Oh, he'll sleep all right. Permanently. Damn. That's pretty cool. That's not good. This guy kind of looks like Bryan Cranston. Oof, sick burn. Wasn't that kid in House of the Dragon in like the second episode or something? First episode? Could be wrong. He just looks so familiar. Yeah, he was that. I think he was that kid who tried to marry or tried to propose to Rhaenyra and then killed that dude who made fun of him. I think. Yeah, that's so cool. I think they explain that it's some, like, religious thing or it's significant to their culture, and the Empire is trying to, like, phase it out, um, which is a very Empire thing to do. Ooh, she's scared of heights. They don't appear to like the Empire too much. Ooh, that's not good. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh shit. The Senate. That's the episode. Yeah, I'd say that was worth the setup episodes. That was very well done. What did you guys think? Everyone in the comments, give me your thoughts. I thought it was excellently paced. I found that I actually cared about pretty much every character that was in on the heist. Oh man, Webin, that sucks. I would as much as I hate to lose you, I would leave the stream because we're going to be talking about the episode and spoilers. But I hope you're able to finish it soon, if not tomorrow morning. Yeah, me too. I thought that like 2 would die, but yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk freely then. Yeah, I thought that like 1 or 2 would die, not like 80% of them. There's a bloodbath. It was like a mini Rogue One almost. And man, I love how it ended because it was such a bittersweet ending. You don't really feel good about it, but you don't feel bad about it either. That was probably the best episode of the series, I would say. I would definitely say it's the best episode. Also, Sage and Andor is still not trusting anyone. Yeah, I mean, it would have been kind of bad if he had just changed instantly, like after this experience. It's gonna be a work in progress. It's gonna be a process for him. And like that guy just showed him that like why he can't trust anyone. Like he seemed like he was just a rebel like everybody else, and then he shows that he's so self-interested and wants to betray everybody that he's spent weeks, if not months, working closely with. So yeah, I don't blame Cassian. I think he could have handled it maybe a little better, but at least he's not robbing them. At least he only took his cut. But what would you guys give it out of 10? I would say 9. I was engaged the whole time. I thought the visuals were excellent. The story was excellent. The characters were handled beautifully. That was good. Like I didn't talk much during the episode because I was so engaged. Oh, Alex should be joining us soon, unless he fell asleep. But I don't know how you could fall asleep during that episode. I really liked the I guess they called it the eye.
Dude, what a good episode.
That was probably the best one.
Yeah, I mean that was expected though, right? That was
Yeah.
built up to this episode, so. Whew. I just had a lot of seltzer. I think my favorite part was the escape through the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out, like the just the fighters blowing up and crashing into each other, and just the fighters in general, like the pilots getting into the TIE fighters. Oh, that was so cool. Like just like the edge of your seat kind of like spy thriller vibe was really cool too. I really like that. The whole, I have no control. I can't do this. So you don't know what you're doing. He's like, we know what we're doing. We know what you can do, and let us just do our job, or you're dead. Right? And I like that they were well thought out, well planned. It was obviously a long time that they were planning this, and dude, that was a great episode.
I think this episode's best one, but one thing that isn't different about the long walk from point A to point B. Yeah, I mean, it took a while to accelerate, but I think once it accelerated, like, oh my god, that was great. And I don't know about you, but I found that I cared a lot more than I thought I would about like every single character that was in on the heist. Like every time one of them died, I was like, oh no, ah damn.
I will say I'm not a fan of the gay lesbian touch. Knowing kids watch this, was that a gay lesbian touch?
I think it was implied that they were in a relationship because there was a comment a couple episodes ago where the guy was like,
Yeah, but I thought that was hinted towards like
"No, it's."
him or
I'm
one
pretty
of the.
sure it's
It was
them.
it was them too. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean that's fine. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was. I thought it was pretty subtle. I don't think kids are gonna pick up on that.
I also don't think there's like, who cares? Kids have to live in a world where there are gay people. It's like, so what?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just
but
how it
I
is.
mean, I'm just saying if the argument is it's too on the nose, it really wasn't, right? I feel like
Disney
it
will
was a
never
very
be. They'll never be on the nose about it because they want that sweet, sweet Chinese money.
yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have to edit like big portions of their material out for the Chinese market. But yeah, I didn't really care too much about that.
I mean, if they're gonna be inclusive, I like the way they did that at least. Like it's not like I don't know. It just felt natural, right? And that's kind of what it needs to be, right? For them for
Yeah.
us to like kind of be more welcoming, more inclusive. There's a way to do it where it's not just like, oh, dude, really? It's like you didn't have to do it that way. Like there's a way to do it where we can actually respect and love the characters instead of just forcing it, right? Like what's been happening. And I mean, I didn't even know I didn't even get the vibe at all, dude. So, I mean, I don't know if that was too much for some people. I mean, that's interesting.
I was like not focused on that at all.
Yeah,
It was so
like I said,
intense.
I
Like
didn't even know, dude. I
the
didn't even
whole thing
notice
was
it.
so intense. Like, and you just know that something's gonna go wrong with the heist, and of course it does. Um,
Yeah, there's no way
they
that was gonna be perfect, dude. Right?
no, no. And I'm so interested to see, like, are we gonna see these people again, or at least I guess her, and then the Indian girl who I guess is just left there. I don't know how they're gonna get her out.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
how
know
they
what the
just
plan
showed her
is
at the
there.
end, just like slowly walking, away.
They better have a plan, dude, because she can be easily identified by all the people that she was holding hostage. So
Well, she just has to like leave, right? Like she can't stay there. She has to go like find refuge, or maybe just go back to the hut and like wait
yeah,
for a
she
signal.
gotta get out of Dodge.
I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. I can't imagine her just like walking amongst them, assimilating, and then be like, "Wait, who are you?" Right? Like, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, I don't." There was a big like crisis where they just stole a bunch of money and we don't know who you are.
You're
So
suspect number one.
yeah, I'd say it was your fault. Like, no, I've been here this whole time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it sucks that the Imperial officer guy got killed. I'm assuming he's dead.
Yeah, I really liked him. Yeah, he's dead. I mean, if the next episode opens up with him like waking up with like an injured shoulder, I can't imagine why that we would have to go back there, right?
He's dead.
There's no
Yeah.
real reason for us to see that facility again.
I called from like the very beginning that kid would die, but I was kind of doubting myself when they got him to
Dude,
the
I was like,
doctor.
did they just contradict like my entire thought process? And then he gets hit. He gets ran over by the
Smashed.
yeah, and that's like so sad. And then he was able to do his job just enough, and then they land, and then the whole like skiing being like, but we can just take the money and run after like playing like the good guy routine, only to try to like pull a fast one, and then Andor just does the quick Clint Eastwood.
He had to do it. Like, you can't risk taking him hostage and then because
Dude,
like
there's no fucking way I would trust any of those people, man. I'm sorry. Like if there was a situation where I was unsure, I would just kill them all. Like I'd just feel like I'm out.
But you'd sacrifice Cat first.
Well, yeah. So Cat's the bait, obviously. I mean, everyone knows that. No, but let's see. Like, is there anything in this episode that? Oh yeah. So the tribe, or like the
I
natives.
thought they'd be more involved. I thought they were going to get involved somehow in the escape or something like that.
I totally thought it was. Well, I didn't think that. I totally thought it was going to be one of those like the natives are like having their ceremony on their sacred land and they're obstructed by this big monument. I thought the whole place was going to explode or something, and then they were all going to like rejoice. I thought it was going to be one of those like Ewok celebration things. Also, I would have liked to have like seen them be more diverse, like maybe some kind of alien species or something. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
The colors were really cool. I was not expecting that at first. I didn't think it was going to be that like pretty, but then after seeing like the trailer shot, obviously in this episode that they showed, I was like, oh, so that's why there's so many colorful lights on his face because of the planet. But
If I'm not mistaken, I think we've seen like most of what was in the trailers, haven't we? Already. I'd have to go back and watch, but like,
No. There's one or two scenes still. I just edited something. There's two scenes. Like I have to look through it again. There's two scenes still that haven't been shown. Um, the clones, and
oh,
then
that's right.
and then there's another one. But I totally thought we were gonna see them in this one. I don't know why I thought that. And then I realized, wait, they're not even. It's not even in that facility or on that planet, so it makes sense that it's not.
Oh yeah, that shot. Yeah, where he's in that
Yeah,
like prison thing.
yeah. But I can't remember the other shots off the top of my head. But I mean, it's gonna be the next episode's gonna be slow, but I hope it's more like Mon Mothma. I hope we see a lot more of that. That's gonna be really cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'd like to do a 50-50 split between Mon Mothma and then Andor. Some just more even, because like it was cool seeing the Senate again, but I wish that we got more of that.
Yeah. As I said, it was done with class, but I feel like they're pushing that into the film a lot lately. Not any Star Wars, not only Star Wars, although it was on the rise of Skywalker. I just like to focus on the show. Yeah. I mean, Nick, I agree. I think it's just like maybe not worrying about it. Like I feel like it's something that you don't necessarily have to worry about all that often.
I mean, in the Rise of Skywalker, and I don't get me wrong, I fucking hate that movie, but there was like a kiss between two women in like the background of a shot. Like it wasn't like it was sweeping music, like spinning around in a circle, like slow mo. I wouldn't say that they've done it like they've hyper focused on it, because again, they want the Chinese money. They cannot hyper focus on it because then they'll have to edit that out of their films, and it could change the meaning of the whole film.
Which is why I feel like, that's an example of it being forced and actually not doing anything for that community in general.
I
It's like
agree.
I think they're like, why was that even there?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
they're not gonna, it's very like it leaves like a stale feeling, like it feels ingenuine, right? Like
It
it's
is
not something,
ingenuine. It's
not something
100%.
that you would appreciate. Whereas here it's like, it's good. Like I didn't even notice it, dude. So I mean, it's fine. I mean, not that it's bad to have that, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Natural. I want it to feel natural. That's all. What were we talking about? We were going into, oh yeah, 50. So the thing with me with this is, I think Star Wars does a really good job at like flipping between like a bunch of different scenarios. So I think if the climax for this kind of arc is going to be like kind of some climactic moment between Mon, uh, really dedicating herself towards the rebellion, and then Andor doing some crazy heist or something, all like kind of intercut. That'd be pretty cool, because I feel like it's kind of built up. It's kind of slowly building up, like kind of Mon Mothma's kind of situation, and then Andor is finally coming into his own. So to have this arc be about both of them, I agree. I think it'd be cool for it to end where it's like an intercut kind of climax, but two completely different scenarios, right? Like she's not guns ablazing; she's, mentally dealing with all of this, right?
I feel like in an idea that's good, but in practice, I would worry that it would take away from the pacing of the heist, because the pacing was perfect. Like I had no complaints. I just feel like if you're cutting to Mon Mothma, it kind of slows the momentum of the heist down a bit. But in future episodes, I definitely want to see more Mon Mothma, and I want to see more Luthen.
Yeah.
You're good, Nicholas. Like I see,
Oh,
I
dude,
kind of
no.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation. That's all, bro. We're not gonna like disown you or anything. Like, I mean, I know very very little about that community. Like, I mean, I was in SF for a little while, so I had a couple friends that were in that, and I was learning about it. But I'm not the spokesman. I'm not the spokesperson for that community at all.
Hello there, Fulcrum. How did you get in here?
Dude, Fulcrum, you weren't a part of the game.
The first ever tie between.
Yeah, because you weren't there, we tied.
We did not lose this time, Fulcrum. We tied at the last minute. It was like a buzzer beater.
Yeah, we probably could have won if I didn't chat for 10 minutes, but I felt like chatting a little bit, to be honest with you. Which,
Well,
by the way, on that chat, I think we should start a Discord.
I think you should spearhead that, because I don't really know how that would work for I've seen people do it. I haven't really like explored it for like a YouTube community. if that makes sense.
Do you want me to just set it up and we can like drop a link? In every live stream we can just drop a link, join Discord, and every live stream we could have it in the comments. Every post we'd have it. Just something where it's like now everyone's together and they know when we're live. I feel like that would be very powerful.
I
just to have.
agree. I just don't know like all the ins and outs of that. So yeah,
Okay. Okay, I'll look into it too. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the best advocate for it. I'll probably just ask X-Wing or something how he does
come
it.
on, X-Wing, dude. We haven't talked to X-Wing in a long time.
Yeah, I had a chat with him. Well, he was on his honeymoon. I had a chat with him a couple days ago. I talked to Drunk a little bit too. X-Wing really likes Andor. He's surprised. He went in wanting to hate it, and now he's actually kind of liking it.
I thought he was like hyping it up though back when Kenobi was coming out.
He was excited for it, but he was cautiously optimistic, like the lowest extent. Like he was like, not going to go in like I am so excited. But the thing was he was on his honeymoon. He was gone. He's back, but he is into it. So I mean, maybe we can have a discussion at some point and have him on for either a watch party or just the podcast in general, just to talk about it.
Just got done watching the episode. The meteor shower was stunning. Yeah, I mean, the visual effects of this series continue to impress me.
Yeah, man, it really just draws to conclusion that they really threw a lot of money here, and they left nothing for poor old Obi-Wan. But we've beaten that dead horse long enough. We don't need to talk about that.
He was living in a cave. He was homeless. So
yeah, they were like, well, this will make a fucking $1 billion. Let's just spend $1 million doing it. we'll 100x our money real quick.
God damn it. Yeah, I really felt like the meteor shower is just like the VFX team just like stunting on everybody. Like
it really added a new layer, right? Like it was one of those things where it could have just been a very like all white, scene where the black contrasted a lot with the fighters and the ship.
Yeah,
but they didn't do it that way. They did it very colorful, very pretty, very Disney-esque, if you will. I felt like I was flying through like Neverland or something, but like it was still cool, right? Like it still worked, and a colorful meteor shower is something you've never seen before, so that was really cool, right? Like it was just
100%.
It just adds more to like the feeling that you really are in a galaxy far, far away, and that there's a lot beyond what we really know.
Yeah, Fulcrum. I was saying like I barely spoke during the watch party because I was just so engaged and it was so intense. I didn't want to like say stuff and then like take other people out of it, but like I was locked in pretty much once they got into the facility and shit started going. But it kind of reminds me of what's it, like Seven Samurai or something like that, where you've got like all these people, all these skilled people who go in and then get killed off one by one until there's like only a couple left. Like it was, and then mix that with like Mission Impossible or something. It was good. It was so good. I love this episode.
Yeah, and the thing is it really didn't feel like Star Wars for most of it. I remember I was like watching it. I was just thinking, I was like, this just looks like a really good, like almost World War II type film, right? At in moments, and I was just kind of like, I don't hate that, right? Like it felt like it was necessary and it just worked. And I can't stress enough how excited I am for like the rest of because like we're 6 episodes in. Imagine if we only had 1 episode left, right? If this was like Kenobi was 7, right? Or Boba Fett was 7.
Kenobi was 6. Boba Fett was 7 or 8. I think.
Yeah, imagine if it was like this was like the big conclusion. This is how the show ends, right? Like we have so much more to do here, and it's so exciting.
And every episode has been longer than Kenobi and Boba Fett and Mandalorian. Like, that's what I don't like about the other shows. It's like the run times are so inconsistent. Like you could get a 40-minute episode, but then mostly you're gonna get like 28-minute episodes, and you feel like you didn't get enough.
Yeah.
Whereas I like that this show takes its time, and I thought that really bore fruit in this episode. I mean, I love that they developed all the characters because I didn't want any of them to die. I love that they set up the heist because the heist was so freaking good. When you compare it to like when Obi-Wan is rescuing Leia
in Inquisitorius.
Yeah, it's that is awful compared to like
Yeah.
that. This episode really shows how awful that heist was because
It's there was no planning. He just walked in there and kind of did anything he wanted, and then hid Leia in his
trench coat.
straight trench coat. Yeah,
God, it
and
was so
and you're just
stupid.
sitting there like, this is like an extremely high security facility. He just like destroyed glass in one section, rescued Leia in another, and then walked through the entire fortress because obviously she was held really far, and like he just escaped. He just
Yeah.
left. Like I'm
And they
I'm
not
okay.
even to mention it's on a water planet. How did they drop him in the water so he could swim? Like there were so many lapses of logic in that episode that this episode just lacked. Like there was everything made sense. They explained everything. It's like,
It
oh,
showed
how
everything. Like it
yes,
showed the whole plan. It showed that they were planning for a long time. It wasn't like Kenobi just came out of a back tank. It's like, dude, I just gotta go. I'm gonna go rescue her. I don't give a fuck.
you
You
can
know.
barely stand, and then he proceeds to have no difficulty doing anything physical the rest of the episode.
And then
It's
for some reason he fights better after the back to tank than before.
I know, dude.
You know.
Like as if I already hated that episode. Like we hated it when it first came out. This episode makes it even worse
You
somehow.
were in denial in the beginning, dude. I remember
For
that.
like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
for
I
like
was like,
5 minutes, you're like, and then you came back out, you're like, dude, fuck that episode.
this is the worst episode
And then
ever.
I poured some whiskey, and you just kind of sat down, and we talked for like fucking like 2 hours. I was like,
Good
I'm not
times.
like, I do not want to edit right now, dude. I am just livid with how stupid this episode was. And that was like what, episode 4? We were like
Yeah.
more than halfway through, and we were still upset. Oh my god.
Sonny really connects the dots in the screenwriting. Yeah, like the Kenobi heist felt like they gave a kid, like an 8-year-old kid, a bunch of action figures and then like turned the camera on and they're like, all right, let's see what he does. Let's take notes. And he's just like, oh, Kenobi's gonna get in here somehow. Then he's
Like
gonna
what Robert Rodriguez does.
I guess, dude. But like this
He
felt like
actually does that, dude.
you just plotted things out and everything made sense and it was intricate and it was well executed and god damn it, like Kenobi deserved better. Like we're gonna keep coming back to this, folks. We're gonna keep circling the wagon on that point. But if Andor does anything else besides be a good show, it's that it shows that Kenobi got screwed. It
And I hate to say it, but like I blame Ewan, because he was an executive producer on it too. Like he just I don't think I think he was overstretched. He was kind of out of his realm. He didn't. I don't know.
I blame like freaking everybody. I thought like I don't know how much of like a executive producer. There are executive producers, and then there are like executive producers. You know what I mean? I feel like he might have been more of an executive producer.
He was involved in the entire thing. Like he was involved in the writing. He was involved. Like it was shown, and it's just like. Yeah. There's the executive producers who just throw money at it, and they're like, "Let me know how much money it makes." Like sure, but this is in a way it was a passion project for him and Hayden, and anything involving them together was great. But the moment that was detracted, the writing was horrendous. Like it was like, what are you doing, man? Like if anything, just give us like fucking a short of just Hayden and Anakin on Coruscant. That's all we would have needed. Like that's all. It's fine. Like they can just fight for 20 minutes or hang out for 20 minutes, and that's it. We don't need to see a whole 8 episodes of just turmoil and.
I heard about this. That I don't really understand. That is his opinion. It's his decision.
Den of Nerds doesn't like Andor because it doesn't feel like Star Wars to him. He wanted a more adult show, and we got it. And he doesn't like it. He gave up on Star Wars. Yeah, he did. It definitely. I was just saying this earlier. It definitely doesn't feel like Star Wars at moments. It feels like a World War II film. Like it feels like a high budget film, which is okay. And that's why I've never realized how kind of the thematic elements that George instilled in the beginning in a sci-fi world, fast forward to today where they're kind of backtracking the sci-fi a little bit, making it more realistic. I never would have thought that it would have looked so good and felt so. It just it's definitely much needed, right? And I think that the biggest issue was just feeling like you were compressed into a box and that everything has a specific formula. You have to do everything a certain way. and Andor is a prime example of not doing it the same way and doing it like, an Emmy winning or Emmy Award nominated show, like just a normal high budget, high quality show from a really expensive um suitor like Disney, right? And this is something that they should be putting out way more frequently. So in order to compete with HBO and everything else, they need to put out stuff like this. I mean, that's the bottom line, right?
I mean, like, okay, so I feel like this is also a point that I want to address. Like, for me, I'll always gravitate regarding Star Wars more towards like Jedi and Sith and lightsabers. Like, that's my favorite. Those are my favorite things, and the Force. But that being said, like, Andor is incredible. Like, the Star Wars has different layers. There's different things about it that make it great. And like, exactly, Webin, like, not everything has to be Jedi centric. And I'd certainly love to get a more adult like Jedi story or a Sith story or something. I hope the Acolyte is more adult geared. I hope the Acolyte is like this. That would be great. But that being said, Andor is fantastic. And I don't expect to see a single lightsaber. And I don't care. Like, it's just great.
Yeah. And if we get any kind of cameo at the very end or even before the end, if
It's
there's
gotta
any
be
kind of,
Watto.
all jokes aside, it has to be done at the pace and the tone of the show. If it's like in your face, it just ruins, what the show has established. If it's very like, just brief conversation, hand or behind the back, or just some cool cinematic shot. Like, this entire show has been really nice cinematic shots.
Yeah.
And if there's going to be a cameo, it has to follow suit. It can't just be forced like everything else that Star Wars has been doing lately. So and that's such an overused word too. I hate using that word. I got to figure out a new word.
We loved the episode, Charlie. Nobody won. We tied. We scored a point in the last round, and we tied.
Yeah, it was a nail biter. We pulled through finally, and Kat went to sleep fine. Otherwise she would have been up all night depressed.
Yeah, I guess they just left her. Yeah, I mean, she's on her own, I guess.
Yeah, that was an interesting exchange. She's like, "Promise me you'll be all right," and she's like,
I guess so.
I mean, I'm fucked, right? I was lapsing in attention, but like, what was happening there where they decided to leave her?
It was just, I think, part of the plan because they needed someone to stay behind to make sure the captives didn't escape and alert people. But it turned out that it didn't matter because that one radio operator was actually competent and he figured out how to patch into their line of communication.
Imperials. Yeah, this was another example of just competent Imperials. Like, they got caught. It's great. A New Hope, they get caught, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just there's not enough of that. Everyone's just dumb, and like, this one was good. This is so good. We need it. I'm just happy.
Would be awesome to see a cameo of Ahsoka as Fulcrum at the end with her in a hood, or get a symbol in the end of the season. Maybe I would be open to like a very, very small cameo with Ahsoka. I don't need her playing a big role. I don't even really need her in the show, to be honest.
Is there anyone else? Can we just have anyone else? Like, we're gonna have a whole show about her. Why do we need her?
We could have Boba Fett. You love him.
Let's just get Slime more.
Din Djarin.
Just have an episode of The Mandalorian in the show. Let's just do that.
Andor links up with young Din Djarin and they go on a buddy cop adventure. God. Luthen's acting was incredible. Yeah, I agree. Luthen's still my favorite character.
I like how he was like very rarely even in the episode and we're talking about him.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing. Man, the shot of TIE fighters and asteroids was beautiful. Yes, it was, Charlie.
I was going through live stream chats and they're like, "Can you guys give me the timestamp of where Grand Admiral Thrawn is?" And I'm just like sitting there like, like everyone's just reaching for something.
Dude, if Thrawn were to show up, they are screwed. Thrawn can't show up because
it's way too early.
He'd also ruin them.
Yeah, it's way too early for him to just be there. I don't know. I don't want him to show up yet.
I mean, he's like actively serving the Empire, but so
But
like
like,
he
but like,
could.
he's a grand. It would be like if Tarkin showed up. It's like, why?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
if he were to show up, they'd be. I would stop believing that they would survive because he would annihilate them with his brilliant tactics.
Yeah, if he shows up and he's just dumb, then the show's bad.
He's like eating glue.
He's like red. He's not even blue. They're like, oh, we fucked this up.
How didn't you double check
They're
this?
like, dude, he's not Darth Maul. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I've read the books. I don't remember what it would be ranked around this time, but he's. I don't remember if he has his.
Yeah,
ship
that's why I
yet.
said it's too early. Like, I'm okay with him being in Ahsoka, because it's way later.
He'd be a captain or something like that. He gets the rank of Grand Admiral in 3 BBY. So that's what are we at, right? What's the isn't it like are we 5 years before New Hope? Are we 8 BBY right now or 5 BBY? Dave and John.
Yes, we are 5 years. So, yeah. So it's 2 years from where we are now in the show, I guess,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, so he's probably got his ship or whatever, but he's not the
He's
Grand
just on a
Admiral yet.
boat. He's on a little boat.
He's
He's
on
on-
vacation.
Yeah.
Star Wars Universe teasing Ezra and Thrawn. Yeah, I mean, like I've got a whole video about like what I think is gonna happen with Ezra and Thrawn that I made like God, it was almost 2 years ago now. But I think it makes a lot of sense. If you guys have not seen it, definitely check it out. But yeah, do you wanna get out of here, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, and I will not be here on Thursday. Sorry.
Cat and Zach show.
Cat and Zach show. Next week should be fine though. I'll update you. But let's get that Discord started. For all you, we'll get a Discord started so you guys can know when we go live, new videos, everything. You know, get a little evil Ewok community going on Discord. I think that would be good.
Hell yeah.
So then you guys can come in and kick our ass in the game every fucking week, right?
It was a miracle we didn't lose today.
Yeah, I'm happy we didn't lose, but next week we have to win. Otherwise, it's just a joke.
Yeah, we are 0-2-1.
We should just replace Cat with someone else to see if that changes our luck.
Yeah,
don't tell her I said that.
We have to figure out which one of us it is.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will see you, or I will see you on Thursday. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you, wherever you are. And
May the force be with you all, and until next time.